All right, Coach, go ahead and start it off.
Well, good afternoon, and we appreciate everybody coming out today for basically Andrew Wiggins Day. So you know, obviously this announcement needed to happen, and everyone knew it would happen, you know, following the completion of our season one way or another. And so I know we're all sitting on pins and needles to listen to what Andrew has to say, but certainly a proud day.
First, I'd like to give glory to God for putting me in this opportunity. Just thank my family, my coaches, and my teammates for being here, and all you guys as a sport that's supporting me. I'll just say that me and my family and my coaches and my teammates have talked about entering the draft and staying. And at the end of the day, I decided I'm going to enter the draft. It wasn't an easy decision, you know, because the fans showed me so much love here, and my teammates, it's just fun being around them, and the coaches. Just fun playing in the Allen Fieldhouse. I wish I just had more time, you know, college goes by so fast. I can see why people stay all 4 years, you know. So I just want to thank everyone for being here and thanks for supporting my decision.
Chime in about the season you had.
I'm shocked. I thought he was announcing he's coming back. So, but certainly this is a happy day. You know, I think when student athletes pick a school and go to college, you know, they go for the reasons to have the best chance to have the best life whenever their completion is up, timing school, and certainly the time is right for Andrew, and opportunity is certainly knocking on the door. And, you know, he had an unbelievable freshman year for us by a distant margin. He's the all-time leading freshman scorer in the history of the school. Consensus second-team All-American, first-team All-League. Put us on his back many times throughout the course of our season. And certainly one of the bright things about his stay here was that you know, he was so coachable and a great teammate, and everybody wanted to see him do well. So we're very proud of him. Very excited for his future, and certainly, as good as he's been for us, we know he's only scratching the surface of what he'll do moving forward. So I think this is a great decision and one that we support 100%.
Question?
Andrew, how do you want to be remembered at Kansas?
Just someone that played hard every game. You know, I just want to be, I remember somebody that, you know, gave it to all, a happy person, always positive vibes. You know, just a good player.
Andrew, can you talk about why you feel you're ready to enter the draft and go into the NBA?
I'm just confident, you know, that I'm ready, and it's always been a big dream of mine, you know, to follow my father's footsteps and play in the highest level of basketball.
Is there anything that you think that you'll be working on, or you know that you'll be working on in particular in this off season, in the summer, to prepare yourself for the next level?
Yeah, no one's game is perfect. You know, I have a lot of things to work on, you know, to strength, ball handling, shooting, just trying to perfect everything for the next season.
Andrew, how important is it to be #1 pick to you?
It's always been a big dream of mine, but I'm just happy that God put me in an opportunity where I can be amongst the best players in the world.
You obviously had stuff to focus on throughout the year, but did you think about this decision throughout the season, or did you just wait for after and worry about it then?
I just waited till after. You know, I had my goals set, what me and like the team wanted to accomplish this year. You know, the Big 12 championship, win a national championship, everything like that. So we had bigger goals.
Andrew, you talked about how sad it was in your last game after the tournament. Do you think this place maybe ended up meaning more to you than you thought it would when you originally signed on?
I always knew that whatever college I signed to, it would mean a lot to me, you know, and just how they brought me in here and showed so much love. I'm going to love it even more than I did when I first got here. Obviously, I spent more time with the team, play games in the field house, and just with a normal student on campus.
How much did you improve as a player this past year to get ready for the NBA?
I think I improved a lot. You know, it was never really a non-competitive practice we had. You know, every practice, every player goes at each other, you know, learning a lot, making each other better. And when you have like a legendary coach like Coach Self, you know, you get better every day, learning new things.
Can you take us through the decision process? Did you talk to your mom, you talked to your dad, your brothers, Coach Self, and what was the consensus? What were some of the drawbacks? What were some of the obvious assets or good things about declaring?
I talked about it with a lot of people, you know, my team, obviously my family, my coaches. We just talked about what would be best for me, you know, best for the family. And then we came back to the decision.
Andrew, what would it mean to play in Canada? Do you have any favorite team you'd want to play for?
It'd be really good to play in Canada, you know, playing for my home crowd every game, you know, so it'll be nothing but love there. What was the other question?
Any favorite teams besides Toronto?
No favorite team really. You know, I play with whoever wants, and, you know, I have no preference.
Is there an inner drive to want to be drafted #1?
There is. That's just the competitive side. You know, you want to be chosen first. You know, you want people to label you as the best player. You know, that's more the competitive side.
Could the parents comment on Andrew's year here? Are you happy with his progress?
We're happy with his choice. It was his choice, and you know, Coach Self made it easy. And you know, he was coming with some great teammates, and he was very excited. And what he wanted was to, at the end of the year, to have a parade. And so he's disappointed about the way it finished, but it's a great choice. I think if he had to do it again, he'd make the same choice. So we're very happy, and he's happy. Mom?
Okay. Well, for Andrew's progression, I guess the best thing is that he's not injured, and he's able to right now go ahead and complete part of his goals, because there's many other goals that he has to compete and to go after. So here now he can, every day is a new day. He has no injuries and he's ready to go.
Andrew, do you have plans to come back eventually and finish your degree?
Yeah, I plan to, you know, over the course of my years.
What are your immediate plans, you know, as far as working out and everything?
Just getting really situated, you know, trying to find an agent and everything that I would like to, you know, work with, and just figure out where I'm going to work out. And I'll be back here a lot too to work out with the team.
Are there any current or former NBA players who've reached out to you, or have you reached out to to kind of prepare you for this process leading up to the draft?
No, just really my teammates, family, and my coaches right now.
Nick, how proud are you of your brother are you?
This is Mitchell Jr.
Nick is Mitch.
Nick is in class.
Okay.
Mitchell.
Mitch, how proud are you of your brother?
Very proud. You know, when he came here, I knew he was going to make a big impact, and, you know, just seeing how happy he is, I'm just so humbled by that.
Is it hard to believe that this is the same kid you used to maybe beat up on in the driveway playing ball?
Yeah, I used to, when I left for college the first time, just, you know, just seeing him grow. Every time I would come back, he'd always get taller and taller and taller, and I was like, man. And his game got so much better, so yeah, it's really been a blessing watching him grow up.
Did you know he'd be an NBA player for a long time now?
We knew there was something special about him from the minute he was born. Just seeing him go out in the world and just grow and develop.
One day he has to become the best player in the family. That's his goal. We'll see.
Anything else?
Is Coach Self going to stick around?
You got questions about Andrew? I'll answer
You got
them.
it. Yeah, he'll ask
Yeah.
a question right now. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, What makes you believe that Andrew is ready for the next level as well?
Well, I think that the improvement he made this year with his approach and mindset was a great improvement. I think that, you know, if you look at his statistics and everything, and you look in the games in which we labored for the most part, or games which were narrow victories, he always seemed to produce more. He's one of those guys that if the team didn't have to have him do it, he a lot of times deferred to let others do it. But at game point, you know, usually he was right there. So I think that his talent is unbelievable. I think he's just scratching the surface. His athletic ability, you know, even though there's other great athletes out there, I don't think there's many that can do the things physically that he can do. But I do think he's still some time away. He's young. He just turned 19, so and he could very easily be a high school senior right now. But I think his ceiling is the highest that I've been around. I think that he's going to have a remarkable future. But I do think it's going to take a lot of hard work, like he alluded to, and you know, he's got to get serious, because this is no longer fun. It's fun, but it's also his profession. It's his trade. It's his job. And I think with all the time he'll spend in the gym, I think that he's going to improve so much rapidly.
Will Andrew have to gain weight to play at his optimum at the next level? And with that being said, is it better for him to do that, to mature physically in the NBA, or another year at college?
Well, I think that, you know, it's hypothetical. There's really no reason to talk about what's better, because the decision has been made. But if he was my son, I would tell him that he's made the right decision. It's time. And now with that being said, there's also that time. Now you go from being a youngster to being a man and competing against men, so your approach has to change and be like a man's. But for as far as weight, I've never been one to get hung up on weight. I've always been hung up on strength. And my personal opinion is there's a natural maturation process that takes place with everybody physically, and he's going to get bigger. And he'll do it naturally, and he'll do it through weights. And as looking at him now, you'd almost think for a wing, is there really a better basketball body? Because you know he's going to fill out. And some of the greatest ever had the exact same frame or similar frame that he had that he has at the same age, and look at how they matured physically. So he'll do the same.
Andrew, are you excited about that challenge of approaching it as a man?
I'm excited. You know, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. You know, so I'm looking forward to it.
Andrew, besides just playing, what are some of your goals at the next level?
I got a lot. You know, just obviously from playing, just giving my family and my friends, my close friends, you know, better lives. You know, giving back to the community. You know, where I came up, and just trying to make people better. You know.
Coach, can you talk about some of the positive effects having Andrew here for this season has done for the program?
Well, you know, obviously, you know, although it didn't end the way we all had hoped it would, but I mean, you know, we won another league championship, and you know, that would have been very difficult to do without Andrew's presence, and of course he impacted our performance on the court in a big way. But the positive impact is you know, sometimes I think when you're here a short period of time, not everybody gets a chance to know him the way that we all know him, and what you see is what you get. He's a humble, unselfish, team first guy, and I think that he's been an unbelievable ambassador for our program, and will continue to be a great ambassador for the years moving forward. So he really has been a blessing to coach, and I think all our coaches would say that, and certainly all the teammates would say he's been great in the locker room. But he's impacted us in a big way, and I do think when you recruit a player of his caliber that comes in with as much hype as he's had and handled everything as well and beautifully as he has, considering all the hype, I think it certainly should bode well for us in him helping us recruit others also.
Andrew, speaking of that hype, there's a ton of it
for you coming to college, do you think that experience will help you deal with the hype that's now gonna happen more in the pros?
Yeah, I feel like it'll help me a lot in the future just because it shows me how to deal with the pressure, you know, how to stay level-headed, and just know that you always got to believe in God because you'd rather be known than not known, in my opinion.
To Mr. Wiggins, do you think it's tough for 19-year-olds? I mean, you played in the league. I mean, the leagues get younger and younger. Are there a lot of challenges for the young kids?
I mean, the biggest challenge is to know who you are and be confident in your abilities and what you're about. So he's very grounded, and I'm just listening to him now, and you know, I'm just thinking about when he was that little bitty kid that was dirty and not listening, and then now, you know, he's a young man that I think he gets it, and I think he's gonna do great.
Anything else?
Coach, what maybe is the biggest challenge for a kid at 19 going to the NBA when you said it's now a job, and what's one of the biggest adjustments that they're faced with?
Well, I mean, I think, to echo on what Mitch said, he gets it. I think he gets the moment. I think he gets the situation. I think he gets the magnitude. I think there's a lot of things that he gets that puts him beyond his years from a maturity standpoint in that regard. But the biggest thing I think he's going to have to understand, it's a lot like this year. He came in with so much hype that whether he knew it or not, everybody was salivating for the opportunity to get a chance to go against a guy with that much hype. I mean, that's the way it is. And he's going to go into the next level with a lot of hype. And there's going to be a lot of men that say, whoa, now, Rook, hey, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's going to be, you know, you're going to have to earn your way, which I think is exactly what anybody would need at a young age to help mature and grow up. So I don't think there's anything that he's going to face is going to be anything he can't handle. But I do think he has to be prepared, and that preparation begins physically, but also begins emotionally and mentally right now, because he's got to understand that it's fun and games, it's fun. Press conferences and announcements are good, but when this is over, it's time to get to work.
Andrew, have you watched the tournament this weekend, or is it tough to watch, I guess, the way that things ended quicker than you and KU?
It's tough to watch. You know, kind of me and the team, we worked so hard to get to that point. You know, we still think that we should be in the tournament and everything. So it's tough, but I don't really watch too much games. You know, I'd rather hear about it than watch it.
Andrew, you could have played your college basketball anywhere. In hindsight, how good are you that you chose to come here to Kansas?
I'm grateful that I chose this school. You know, they showed me nothing but love. You know, the teammates are like my brothers now. The coaches, they let me play my game. You know, they did nothing but show me love too. Made me feel comfortable, and the fans were crazy. You know, if I could do it all over again, I would.
You can.
Yes, he can.
You haven't signed anything yet.
All right, anything else? Thank you, guys.